Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So just here at a conference, thought I'd step out and give a few minutes to you guys to let you know what's on my mind. Just here, as you can see, at a football stadium, doing a bit of conference work and some meetings. But what I want to cover off is something really important, okay? And we covered this off in the live stream yesterday, slightly. And what we covered off, let's take a seat here while I talk to you guys, is what we covered off is the importance of taking profits. Right, and I know this is looked down upon. Everybody's like, look, yeah, that's fine. We need to, we need to hold to the moon. But the reality is, we're entering a bit of a inflated market, dare I say, right now. And there's a lot of different clues going on. You can see Coinbase is the #1 most downloaded app right now, more than TikTok, more than Instagram, which is fine. I can live with that. You've got meme coins popping through the roof. I can live with that but that's an indication that we're kind of getting there. So much liquidity in a lot of these meme stocks. Then also what I'm looking at is, shares. I'm looking at Tesla up 100%. I'm looking at Enphase up 50, 60, 70%. You've got Lucid Motors up, SoFi up, a whole bunch of my stock portfolios super up, right? So it's kind of, you need to start looking at, when do we sell? And what I wanted to cover off is what we touched upon again on the live stream yesterday, which is going into these next few months when it's very euphoric, both in the stock market and in crypto, which means we're getting multiple green days in a row. Bitcoin created a new all-time high, right? Briefly. Ethereum, the same. What should our mindset be? And what our mindset should be is that we need to only be in high conviction plays. Right now is a great time for you to start taking profits. Nobody became poor taking profits, right? Start taking profits, start trimming some of your positions, particularly if you're in margin or in any debt. I would 100% be all over that right now. And then I'd be doubling down on my high conviction plays. The only things that should be in your portfolio are high conviction plays, which if the market was to retrace 50, 60%, you'd be comfortable right now. You'd still be able to hold those positions and have convictions. And so if you go through your portfolio and really take a look and see, your Shiba Inus, your Safe Moons, these kind of coins, they're great, and maybe they've done great for you. But would you be comfortable holding those when the market retraces, right? Because if the market retraces and Bitcoin falls 40 to 50%, which we know it can, right? Doesn't mean it's the end for Bitcoin. It's just a bounce back up. But what's going to happen to some of those meme coins, which some of them don't have any functionality, right? What kind of percentage will they fall? And so when I look at it, I'm looking at it now in terms of my shares and my crypto. And I'm thinking, one, I'm not in debt, which is great. I highly recommend nobody should be on margin or leveraging. So, that's fine. But what are my high conviction plays? If this market's to retrace, because we've had so much buoyancy, what do I want to be in? And I always default to the narratives, the themes, which I know are going to come into fruition, right? Because they're the ones I don't mind holding, because it might take a year or two extra longer, like it did with Polkadot, right? I've been holding Polkadot for a long time. Now people are starting to cotton onto it, but they're eventually going to play out. And so the themes, that interest me, as you guys know, are layer 1 space. Layer 1 space is super hot right now. I'll be looking at, you need a layer 2 play, you need a data oracle play, right? You need metaverse plays, you need, like interoperability plays like Polkadot, and then you need your gaming plays, you need your NFT plays. These are all the kind of things I'd be thinking of in my portfolio as mainstays, finding the best players in that space, right? Whoever those best players are, and keeping those, because those are the ones that I'm happy to hold into a bear market. So my advice to you guys, and before I give you this last piece of advice, which is super important, please do hit up the like buttons and subscribe, guys, if you like this type of content. Obviously, I provide you technical analysis, but it's really important that not only do I provide you technical and fundamental analysis of different asset classes, but also the psychology for you to navigate this market, because for some of you, this is your first time. You're buying at the tops and you're panicking when the market retraces 40%. If you bought anything recently in the last few weeks, when, by the way, I wasn't buying a lot of anything recently, you're at risk of seeing a 40% retracement, right? Because Bitcoin could hypothetically go down to 40K. And what's that going to cause to your altcoins? If you were buying Phantom in right at the top, right? If you're buying some of these projects right at the top, like a lot of these other YouTubers and channels have been advising you, then what happens? That's the key, right? That's what we need to cover off, is you should only be in your high conviction plays that you're holding for the long run. And so if you're buying Phantom at $2, but you're holding for the long run, it doesn't really matter, does it? But if you're buying at $2, hoping it's going to go up now, that could easily go to, 80 cents right now. And that's not me fear-mongering. It could, and you need to mentally, more importantly, be prepared for that. And if you're not, then you need to do more research to gain more conviction, or you need to consider whether reducing that position, right? Because the only way you lose money is when you panic sell on a low conviction play. That's when you realize a loss, right? I held losses on a lot of coins which I had high conviction on, and they just bounced back when Bitcoin bounced back. But if I didn't have the conviction, trust me, I would have panic sold. Because when it gets bloody, the market gets really bloody, and it gets really difficult to hold your coins, because you will even doubt Bitcoin at one point. In the depths of a bear market, you'll even doubt the ability of Bitcoin. So yeah, that's what we need to be doing now. We need to make sure that we have super high conviction plays. Beautiful pitch, lovely day as well, but I'm gonna have to step back into my meetings. Don't get to enjoy this. I'd love to just sit here and do some work, but that's what we need to be doing. We need to be figuring out which are our high conviction plays, which ones are we not going to panic sell, and those are the ones we need to be holding, right? So any of the other ones, you got to be considering, how much higher can it go? I mean, even if you did amazingly well in a Shiba or another meme coin and you got 100x, right? Can it do another 3x from there? If not, shouldn't you really be selling that and looking to put it into somewhere a bit safer? And for me, we want to be finding the themes, which are going to be the themes for next year, right? As in what's going to be happening next year. Like right now, everybody's figured out metaverse because Facebook has made it obvious, right? But we were buying that beforehand, before Facebook jumps in. When Facebook jumps in, it's done now. That's when you're going to get your returns on your Decentralands, on your sandboxes. But we were talking about that a long time ago. Now we need to think, what's next year's Polkadot? What's next year's, what's next year's metaverse plays? What are the trends and the themes that are going to happen next year, right? Like Tesla run up, we saw Lucid Motors run up because I had conviction in Lucid Motors that they would eventually deliver cars. Now, when they deliver cars, the prices go up. If you were to buy into it now, you're buying it the price you deserve because you didn't have the conviction that I did before they delivered vehicles, right? But that's because I did the research and had that belief in them. So same thing for the crypto plays. We need to understand which are the ones we have high conviction in and which ones do we want to hold. So moral of the story, don't be scared to take profits. Take profits, trim your profits, particularly if you're in any margin or debt, and then make sure you're in your high conviction plays, because this market has me a little bit nervous. The run can continue, that's fine, but I want to be in my high conviction plays. I need to be ready that if we retrace, we're ready. We're in plays which we believe in. We've taken profits and enjoyed some of those profits and reinvested them into more stable plays. And then the ones that you want to play on in terms of the degen plays, the ones where you just want to trade them, understand that you're going into that with a trading mindset, because that's very different. So you have your high conviction plays which you're not looking to sell, but then on top of that you can have your trades where it's like, okay, I believe in this degen coin, I think this one's going to run up because of XYZ, Pokedex or Blocktopia. I'm going to trade it for 10 to 15, 20, 30 days. This is my stop loss, this is my profit target, and I'm in and I'm out. You don't get emotionally attached to it. You're not going to hold it for a bear market and carry the bag. It's a transactional based, I believe in this coin for the short run. I'm going to get in, get out, take my profit, right? But don't become that person that starts off a trade and ends up turning into a bag and you try to convince yourself it's going to come back up. That doesn't work. You're either invested for the long term and you have high conviction, or you're trading on a short-term catalyst or a short-term basis, in which case be disciplined. All right, so there you have it, guys. As always, if you appreciate this, then hit the like button and subscribe. I better get back into my meetings. You guys check out the links in the description. Sign up to Swissborg, BlockFi, Coinbase. Get up to 100 euros free when you deposit 50 euros. It's pretty good, huh? And head into the Discord, free public Discord, link in the pinned comment at the top. I'll do that. Head into there, speak to like-minded individuals, ask questions, bring your favorite coins, we'll analyze them, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.